this video is going to be more focused on meals that I am making. I definitely noticed like a physical change in my body. Like I just have more love handles. I lost a lot of like the definition I had in my arms. Happy Monday. So I thought I would do a little vlog, just kind of weekdays in my life with working from home this week. And then I also have made quite a few updates to like my health and fitness routines. So I thought I would share that. But yeah, this video is going to be more focused on meals that I am making. I've been getting really into like making healthy meals. I feel like I kind of stopped cooking for a few months this summer just with how crazy everything was. And yeah, I just didn't have time to like meal prep and like get creative with what meals I was making. But earlier this year and like last year, I really got into it and I kind of stopped. So I am excited to share some recipes and then also just share with you what I've been doing for my like workouts and just in general how I'm planning on getting back on track, because I've been very off track, honestly. The past year, I've been super out of it, and if y'all know me, I used to be pretty fit, I would say. Like I used to like actually work out every like 5 days a week. I was very consistent for a few years. I feel like I ate kind of healthy, focused on protein and stuff, and then I just like the last year I kind of lost all motivation and just was really inconsistent and honestly undisciplined. And so I feel the motivation back again, especially looking at my body. I'm just like you can actually tell that I have not been working out in the past year, and that's what's like kind of getting me. So and I just feel like mentally, you know, it does impact you when you kind of lose track of like working out and eating healthy. You just kind of feel like crap all the time. So yeah, I'll kind of update you guys more throughout the video, but today it's about 12:20 p.m. so I'm on my lunch break right now. I worked the first half of the day, obviously. I started off the day with like some accounting homework that is due tonight, so I tried doing it last night, but I was like falling asleep, so just finished it up this morning. And then I have class tonight, so I just did some makeup right now because I feel like usually I do it quickly right before class, but then I'm like, why wouldn't I just do it in the middle of the day so that I can like look good, feel good, you know, for the rest of the day. And then I have quite a few things that I want to get done during this lunch break. So I have 40 minutes, so I gotta get to it. I want to clean up the kitchen. I still have dishes from last night, which usually we don't leave dishes overnight, but our sink is literally so tiny that like when the dishwasher's running, like I can't do anything. Like I can't even rinse the dishes because the sink is so small. So I just left them in there, so it looks really messy, and I still have to unload the dishwasher, and then I have to, I want to make ground turkey meatballs. Maybe. Also last night I prepped my ground turkey because I wanted to make ground turkey meatballs this week with spaghetti. So kind of similar, spaghetti, lasagna, lots of pasta dishes this week, but I wanted to marinate the ground turkey. So I just feel like when you marinate meat, it tastes so much better, especially if you don't like really meaty tasting meat. It helps to marinate. So marinated the ground turkey last night, and so I want to throw those meatballs into the crock pot and prep that before I have to go to class, which I don't know if that's kind of like a hefty goal. I don't know, maybe that's like a little bit too ambitious, I don't know, but that is kind of what I'm aiming for. And then I need to leave here around 4:15 to go to class. I'm gonna try to walk to class today because it's really nice outside. I know I say that every time on the vlog I'm gonna walk, and then I never do. But today it's like 73 degrees sunny, and I just feel like with fall, like being here, we're not gonna get weather like this too often. So I am gonna try to walk, and I also have to actually pick up my prescription from Walgreens, which is perfectly on the way. I feel like we went there yesterday and it was closed. Like we walked there yesterday, it was literally closed, and I was like, ugh. So I need to get it today, but that is the plan. This is the meal. It's some lasagna. Lasagna. Okay, my lunch break truly just flies by, but I have like 5 minutes. So while this is cooling down, I wanted to give a quick update. So I mentioned I made a lot of updates to my fitness journey. What are those updates? So like I said before, I feel like I was going on walks and I was maybe working out like twice a week, going to classes or a workout at the gym, but I feel like I wasn't really consistent necessarily with it. Like there wasn't really like a hardcore regimen. And then as for eating, it was kind of like there'd be weeks where I would just be eating out a lot because I'm traveling for work or whatever the case is, like personal travel. And yeah, and I definitely noticed like a physical change in my body. Like I just have more love handles. I lost a lot of like the definition I had in my arms. My legs look skinnier. Like I put a lot of effort in trying to build my quads because I feel like genetically my legs are just like more skinny. And so I put a lot of work into like define my quads, and I feel like all that work kind of went away, but I know it didn't. I think the good thing is I know how to train and I know how to work out, so that part's easy. It's more of just like getting back to it, with also like knowing the constraints I have with like school and work and personal life. Like it is really busy, but that's why I'm trying to like make more achievable goals. So I downloaded this app called Habit Tracker, and basically I've used it before, but basically it's good to just like add a few goals there and you can track it day over day. So my goals are quite simple, and it's basically I'm tracking it for the next 90 days. So one goal is to go to bed 7 to 8 hours before I need to wake up, which isn't honestly that hard of a goal, but I do feel like sometimes I would just like procrastinate going to sleep, and then on top of that, like obviously you don't fall asleep right when you go to bed. So this still doesn't like confirm if I get like 7 hours of sleep a night, but at least it's like, okay, I'm putting the effort in and going to bed, giving myself enough time to sleep. And then my next goal is to eat homemade meals more than I eat out, which again is an easy goal. Like, I'm not including breakfast because breakfast for the most part I really always eat in. But like for lunches, I'm basically saying for lunch and dinner, let's just say you have 14 meals a week. So my goal is eat at least 8 homemade nutritious meals a week. And I haven't really defined what nutritious means, but I think to me, I'm not going to cheat myself. Like for me, that means a little bit of protein, a little bit of healthy fat, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of greens and like vegetables. And I feel like I've kind of done a good job of that for the most part. And I honestly, so I started this a week ago, and last week I feel I got like 10 homemade meals in, I think 10 or 11. So out of the, what did I say? It's 14. So that's pretty good, I think. Another goal I have is working out at least 4 times a week. And so one day has to be upper body strength training, one day has to be lower body, one day has to be cardio focused, and then the 4th day is kind of like a toss up, whatever I want it to be. So it could be a class, it could be going on, if I want to do another run outside, I could do that for another cardio day. I could do a full body lifting day, like whatever the heck I want to do, it's kind of up to me. And then obviously if I work out extra, I can still track that in the app. So those are kind of my goals, and I guess like my goal at the end of these 90 days is honestly not necessarily like look the most fit I've ever have, but it's more so like prove to myself that I'm capable of slowly getting back into the routine. And maybe then in January or like after the 90 days, I can like set a little bit more challenging goals or different goals. But honestly, I don't know if I can set more challenging goals given my circumstance of being in school and work. It's just not possible because like I can't expect myself to do what I did 3 years ago just because I had that time, and I literally don't have that time anymore. So yeah, it's kind of exciting actually. I'm like really happy to be making meals again, and I think it's really just about like reprioritizing and planning a lot, like planning your meals out in advance. But yeah, so like on Sunday or on Saturday or Sunday, the weekend before, I'll plan out like what I'm making. And then when I go grocery shopping, before I go grocery shopping, I'll write down all the ingredients I need so that when I'm at the store, I'm not like overwhelmed. And then I feel like grocery shopping is really fun for me because I love like checking things off the list. So then for me, it's like I already have all this stuff written down. I don't need to use my brain when I'm at the store. So it's just like getting all this stuff together. And then I don't necessarily meal prep all my meals because then I feel like I'd be in the kitchen all day on Sunday, but I think definitely meal prepping at least one meal. And then weeks I work from home, like taking advantage of the fact that I can like even like nuggets of free time, right? Like during my lunch, if I can just like prep the meat for 15 minutes, like boom, you're done. So, and then obviously it helps like living with Shiv because like he'll pitch in with like a couple meals a week too. Or he might, like if I'm cooking, he might just like clean up for me. So I think that definitely helps too. But I actually have to go because I have a meeting. So I'm going to eat and do my meeting. But that was kind of like a quick little update on my health journey. Let's make a little afternoon pick-me-up. So I am going to make an iced coffee, nice cold brew. I honestly stopped having coffee for a while because it was like hurting my stomach, and so I started being more of a tea gal. But then as soon as the fall hits, I feel like I'm craving pumpkin spice lattes and stuff. I feel like I'm very basic, but then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy some, and knock on wood, my stomach has been fine. So I don't know, I feel like it's always like there's so many different factors that contribute to your stomach and your gut issues. So maybe it wasn't the coffee. Coffee probably doesn't help though, but I think I'm gonna treat myself for the fall to some coffee. And then this is the pumpkin spice almond milk. And then I'm going to top it off with this Chobani sweet cream, which does have dairy in it, but I put very little bit, and it's really, really, really good. I feel like my lactose tolerance has like gone up. Like I honestly don't even know. I probably have some sort of sensitivity to it, but I feel like I could literally have like ice cream and pizza and stuff and be fine. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what happened, but I feel like suddenly my tolerance just went away. So, but I still kind of not avoid it, I just still like try to minimize dairy when I can. So good. Okay, as per usual, I am leaving way later than I wanted to, but this is the fit. So the shirt's kind of see-through, which I don't know. Hopefully no one notices. And then the jeans are from Zara, but I got them from Plato's Closet for like 20 bucks. And then the top is from ASOS. And I'm wearing my Hoka's because I am walking. I feel like I look like kind of like a dork with these shoes, but and the high socks, I don't know, but we're just gonna go with it. And I have my purse, which I feel like I need a bigger bag. Like, I don't want to carry this for 40 minutes. It's kind of heavy with my water bottle. I need like one of those big like tote bags, those cute tote bags, you know? But we're just gonna run with it. Just came back from class, and for dinner before class, like I said earlier, they gave us dinner before. We had chili, so chicken chili and a cornbread muffin. So I don't think it was the healthiest. So in my habit tracker app, I'm gonna actually count it as eating out for dinner. So I basically get like, what did I say? Six meals, 6 lunch or dinner meals I can eat out in a week, but I'm obviously trying to minimize that. So like this will count as one of the 6. And then I came home, and Shiv also had this little celebration at work today where they had Creole food. So I'm going to eat as a little snack these chicken puffs.
Pate.
Huh?
Chicken pate.
Chicken pate. And I'm gonna call it a night after I munch this up. Okay, just finished my back and biceps workout, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to go work out at all. I got like 6.5 maybe hours of sleep, and I was so tired this morning. Like I was just like, I don't want to go to bed, but I did. And then like halfway through the workout, I was like, okay, I'm really glad I came, and it honestly like energized me. Like it was like having a cup of coffee. So that was good. And honestly, the not getting sleep was fully my fault, so I can't check mark that on my habit tracker app, unfortunately. But because like after class, I feel like I get super excited and I just want to talk about what I learned in class. And then Shiv and I were just like literally chatting in the car. We parked here and we just talked, and it was like I was like sharing my notes with him because I feel like energized after class. I'm like, oh my god, like I feel tired, but I feel energized from all the knowledge I gained. So that's what I was doing. But I kind of showed you guys making a smoothie yesterday, but I thought I'd walk you through what I'm doing. I just started making a smoothie literally like 1 week. I started making smoothies like 1 or 2 weeks ago. Especially because I work from home, it's just so easy to, like there's no excuse not to, and it's so easy to get like your nutrition, like vegetables, fruits, and then protein in, and I'm throwing in creatine. So I just add a little bit of spinach, and then I'm gonna add mango chunks. Yesterday I added also dragon fruit, which is so good, and it gives it a cute little pink color, but it's kind of a hassle to take it out of it comes in like little smoothie packs, and it's kind of a hassle to take it out in there, so I am too lazy for that, and I'm also a little bit in a time crunch because it's like a little past 7:30. So I need to get going because I still need a shower and I need to log in, and I have a lot of work to do today. So yeah. These are pineapple chunks. That should honestly be good. Not gonna do too much. And then I also bought these like blender bombs from Whole Foods, and it's literally just a little bomb of goji, coconut, and acai. And I actually feel like it gives it a good little taste. And then I'm gonna add my creatine. I do about like 1/2 to 3/4 of a scoop because I've heard for women you don't really necessarily need a full scoop. And I also just started taking this, and I'm not like religiously taking it. Like it's not like I have to take it every day, but I'm just trying to get into like taking it at least when I make the smoothies. And then I'm gonna throw in this plant protein. I've literally had this for like 2 years, but it doesn't expire for a while. It's vanilla flavored. Just hate how protein powder gets literally everywhere. Like it's so messy. So we have 2 scoops to get 20 grams. Okay. So this is what it's looking like right now. And then lastly, I'm just gonna add some oat milk. This is the original flavor, unsweetened. And I'm just gonna add it until I fill her up. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of water because I don't want it too chunky. And that's the recipe. Quick little work break. So just went downstairs to make a cup of coffee. I never use the free coffee we have downstairs, but today I was kind of craving a warm little drink, and like I said, coffee has not been affecting me negatively, knock on wood, so just waiting for it to, and then I'll probably go back to tea. But I was thinking I kind of want to plan out my meals because for the week, because I obviously have it like mentally decided like what I'm gonna make, but I kind of am deciding like what do I eat for lunch and dinner. I just like I'm constantly thinking about it, and so maybe I should just write it out in my planner. So I'm just going to write here. So today for lunch, I'm thinking I'm gonna have the leftover Creole food that Shiv got, which is technically eating out, but I don't know how like unhealthy it is. I mean, it's like chicken, rice, and then there is some mac and cheese, which is probably the unhealthy part. But I mean, hey, I'm getting some protein in. And then, so I'll eat that for lunch. And then for dinner, I think I'm gonna have, I need to make the spaghetti and meatballs today. So I think that would taste good. Oh, no. See, this one I'm writing it down. Today for dinner, Shiv wanted to try to make this like French omelet. He watched it on De Bear show, and it actually looks fire. So I'm actually really excited about it. So we're gonna have a little bit breakfast for dinner. So he's gonna make a French omelet. I originally would put when I'm like what days I'm gonna make what food on my Google Calendar, which is where I have everything. It is how I function day to day. Otherwise I would literally forget everything. But I noticed when I wouldn't like make, I like it for my calendar to be accurate. So if I put, for example, make butter chicken 5 to 7 p.m. and I'm not gonna actually do it on 5 to 7 p.m., I found myself consistently moving it and shifting it to when I would do it. And I was just like, I don't need to decide exactly what time I'm cooking the food as long as I decide like what day I'm gonna make it. And so that's why I think writing it down might help. And then I get to cross it off, which I love crossing off things. So then Wednesday, tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do, for lunch, I'll probably eat the leftover. We have one more like serving of lasagna. So I'm gonna have the leftover ground chicken lasagna tomorrow for lunch. And then tomorrow for dinner, I can eat, I think I'm gonna eat the butter chicken because I'm gonna make it tomorrow and I feel like that would taste really good fresh. Thursday for lunch, I can do lunch, maybe I do the spaghetti. And then for dinner, I can do butter chicken again. And then Friday lunch kind of depends on what we have left over. It's hard to predict how much we're gonna eat and how much I'm gonna make. So I think Friday lunch and dinner is kind of a toss-up. Shiv said that I told him he might need to cook a meal because I won't have time Thursday night. I have plans with a friend. So, okay, that makes me more focused now. Like now I can focus on work because I just kept thinking, I was like, what am I gonna eat? Da, da, da. I also still have that salad. Like I said, I have that like stuffing from the lasagna left over, but this is the questionable part. I don't know if I fully cooked the ground chicken because I knew I was putting it in the oven, so I knew it was gonna get cooked more, but I definitely cooked it, but there were definitely some pieces that were a little pink, and Shiv was like, you should not, like chicken is the one meat that you do not want to eat undercooked. And so do I want to take a risk? I really don't think so because I already know my stomach is so sensitive to like under or overcooked meat. Like I've tested it out. It is true. Well, not like actively tested it out, but I know that it's definitely like I'm sensitive to that. So I'm like, do I want to take a risk or should I just throw it out? Because I feel like sometimes I just hate wasting food so much that I will, like even the Creole food, like I really kind of wish Shiv didn't give me that full quantity, but then I'm like, okay, it's gonna go to the trash otherwise, and so I'd rather just eat it. And I think that's kind of my issue, is I will force myself to eat stuff just so that I don't waste it, but then my stomach ends up hurting and then I'm like down bad for a couple days and I'm like, wait, why did I do that to myself? I'd rather just throw out the food and then feel better. Obviously the better solution is like to know how much you're making and plan better, but I mean, when you're cooking, it's hard to predict, like, because like we only had 2 lasagna trays, so I just couldn't make any more. Yeah.
And share some details about the exchange program today. Make sure you get your questions answered.
So we got a little bit of this, the turkey meatballs, the bowls.
Try a little bit of pasta water up in here, but like the tiniest bit.
And we've got the pasta. Okay.
Throw it in there.
Well, no, I don't know if it's cooked.
I think it is.
So what I basically did is I put the ready-made like spicy marinara sauce in here first. Then I put the turkey meatballs. And then I put a little bit more sauce, then more turkey meatballs. And I let it cook on high for a couple hours. And then I put in some mozzarella cheese. And so it's been in here for 3 hours on high, which I really don't know, like, when is this done cooking? How do I know, Shiv?
Taste the meatball.
Okay, you taste it.
It's probably not as liquidy, maybe. I don't know.
It's really hot, be careful.
That's hot. Give me a smaller piece. Cut it in half.
Yeah, but Shiv, it's getting, like, hot, like, by being in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, here, can you just get, like, the little boreskin thing? Give me the boreskin thing.
No.
Give me the boreskin thing. Put it
I
down.
think it's called borscht.
Put it down. Put it down on me. Hopefully you don't get food poisoning. Okay, so this is the spaghetti and meatballs, and I'm gonna top it off with some leftover chives we have once it cools down. Shiv just made some good old Sweet Lorenz for tonight, and then he also chopped up these onions because I absolutely am so bad at cutting onions. But that'll be good for tomorrow's butter chicken. So I feel like I've prepped a lot of like the food for tomorrow, so that makes my life so much easier for the butter chicken tomorrow. But I feel like it was so productive after work. I also got homework done. I literally submitted a paper I had to write 6 days before it was due. So I just feel like when you work out in the morning and then after work you're actually like, you set goals to getting things done, you can actually accomplish them. So there's some motivation, but I think I'm gonna close off the vlog. I feel like I showed you guys a lot of what I ate this week and then kind of just explained my workout new regimen. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be, I have my cardio day, so I'm gonna try to go out on the river walk and run in the morning. Not looking forward to it, but I feel so good after I'm done running. Okay, so with that, I will close off the vlog. Thank you for watching. Bye.